Okay, this is topic 4, part C. We are finally getting into the 3.0 skills for our geometry scale, which is GPE B4. So after this kind of wraps this scale up. We didn't spend much time with the scale at all, but that's okay. So a couple things we need to remember. From the last video, we talked about parallel and perpendicular slopes. Parallel lines have the same slope. Perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. Now, this lesson goes right along with topic 3. Topic 3 is where you wrote the equations of lines through a point. So if you need to go back and review topic 3, do that. It's important that you get topic 3 down first. So remember, when we're writing the equation of a line, we're usually in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. And to write the equation of a line, these are the two key pieces that we need. We need the slope, we need the y-intercept. So number 1, write the equation of a line that is parallel to y equals 3/2 x plus 4 and has a y-intercept of 6. So do we have everything we need to write this equation? Do we have the slope? And do we have the y-intercept? I would say we have both of these, okay? If I want my line to be parallel to this one given, this one has a slope of 3/2. So if I want it to be parallel and never touch that, I want my slope to also be 3/2. And then it also gives us our b. It says, and has a y-intercept of 6. So it's giving us our m, it's giving us our b. That's really all we need. So our line that's parallel to the given would be 3/2 x plus 6. Okay, number 2, very similar. Write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to y equals 5x plus 3 and has a y-intercept of 2. So let's think about what our slope has to be. This time we want our lines to intersect at 90 degrees because it says perpendicular. So if this slope is 5, that means my perpendicular slope should be that opposite reciprocal. So I want my new slope to be negative 1/5. But then our b, it just gives it to us. It's 2. It has a y-intercept of 2. So y equals negative 1/5 x plus 2 would be our line. All right, we are going to amp it up just a little bit. So in the next examples, we are going to have to find b. If you remember in topic 3, it did not always give you the y-intercept. A lot of times you had to plug in a point to find the y-intercept or to find your b value. So it's going to be very similar to that. Number 3, write the equation of a line that is parallel to x plus 3y equals 18 and passes through the point 3, negative 3. So we need our slope, we need our b. Let's see what we can find out. Well, this line is not in slope-intercept form. So what I want to do is get y by itself. That way I know what the slope is. So if it's not a y, it needs to move to the right. Y needs to be completely on its own. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 6. Okay, so there's my original line. The slope of this original line is negative 1/3. So ask yourself, do you want the new line to have the same slope or the opposite reciprocal slope? It says parallel, so that means they never touch. So the slope should be the same. So I know my slope has to be negative 1/3. Now, it does not give you the y-intercept. We don't know what b is. So this is where we need to find b. So you're going to take your point, and remember you're going to plug this in for x and this in for y, and it's going to help you find b, okay? So I'm going to do that off to the right. So take your equation, y equals mx plus b. Now we're going to plug in everything we know. The only thing we don't have right now is b. So we need our point. Y is going to be 3. M, we said we want our m to be something specific. M is going to be negative 1/3. Our x also comes from our point. That's 3. You know, I missed the negative there. Notice how that kind of cut off. That's a negative 3. So let's fix that real quick. Okay, our x is positive 3. And then I have a plus b. Okay, so let's figure out what our b is, and then we're done. Okay, negative 1/3 times 3 is negative 1. This one's not too bad at all. Get b by itself. So we need to get rid of that negative 1, so I'm going to add 1. And b is negative 2. So now I have everything I need. Look over here on the left. We know what our slope is. We now know what our b is. Our equation is y equals negative 1/3 x minus 2. Okay. Kind of the same thing. I want you guys to try this one. Pause it, try it. It's a lot like topic 3. But now let's do it together. So if you're ready, we need slope and we need b. So let's figure out what the slope of this line is. Get y by itself first. So I moved my 4x over. I'm going to divide everything by 3 to get y by itself. So y equals 4/3 x minus 5. Okay, so the slope of this line is 4/3. So when we're writing our new line, ask yourself, do I want the same slope or do I want the opposite reciprocal slope? This time it says perpendicular. Perpendicular is the one that has opposite reciprocal slopes. So we need to take that 4/3 and we need to change it. So now I want negative, remember it has to be opposite, uphill, downhill, negative 3/4. But we still don't know our b yet for our new equation, but it does tell us it has to go through 0.40. Okay, so we need to figure out b. So take your y equals mx plus b. Plug in everything you know. Remember, your xy comes from your point. So our x is going to be 4, our y is going to be 0, and our slope is going to be negative 3/4. So we want the slope of our new line, not our old line, okay? So y, we said y comes from our point, it's 0. M, we want our new line to have a slope of negative 3/4 because it has to be perpendicular to the other. Our x also comes from our point, which was 4. We don't know what b is. Okay, 0 equals, this is going to be a negative 3 plus b. Add 3 to both sides. B equals 3. Okay, so there you go. We wanted our slope to be negative 3/4 because it's perpendicular to the other one. And we just found our b. Our b should be 3. So our equation is y equals negative 3/4 x plus 3. That's your line. All right, number 5, last one. Write the equation of a line that's perpendicular to y equals 4 and passes through the point 5,2. Okay, so remember, if you have something that's just y equals, notice there is no x in here. That means your slope is 0. It's like a 0x. This is a horizontal line. Okay? So, if my y equals 4 looks like this, but I want a line that's perpendicular to it, that means my new line should be vertical. So ask yourself a question. If the horizontal line is y equals, then what is our vertical line going to start with? Does it cross the x-axis or does it cross the y-axis? It's going to cross the x-axis, okay? Now, it has to go through the point 5,2. I want you to visualize a graph really quick. Okay, here's my graph. I have point 5,2. 5,2 would be somewhere over here. Let's say this is 5,2. If I want a vertical line to go through that, where would it have to cross the x-axis at? Remember, 5,2 is going over 5 up 2. This would have to cross the x-axis at 5. This would be a 5. So my vertical line equation would be x equals 5. You kind of just take that x value and you steal it. Oops. You steal it for your equation. There you go. That's all I have for today.